The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. This time Burrow will look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is caught. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They give it off here to the tight end. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they work.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 18.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not much there, only a yard.
9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Check 3, check 3. Mike 55, Mike 55.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that and that.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 55
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 40.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At the 29-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there.
Touchdown.
71 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to...
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 13.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now second and...
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 33 yards.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curve.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Go. Mike 53. 53.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Ryan Poole. The third down pass. Intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 69 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Burrow will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
21. Matt
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Right back to him on first down. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, Burrow. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
52. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Of the 3rd quarter with the score Jets 48, Bengals 21.
2nd down and 8.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Jim.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, tight down.
This time Burrow will look to throw. He's going to let one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Bengals.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Burrow.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13. Brings up
on 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To John Ross.
John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Again, it's Burrow, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
And the Jets have got it. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating